happy Mother's Day. I'm here with Allison, Medina, and first and foremost, she is an amazing mother of 2 kids. She's also super talented. She's the worship leader at Southwest Church, and not only that, she has her own sign company called Rainy Daydreamer Sign Co. And she is teaching us how to make these adorable Mother's Day signs, and so we can't wait to show you from the very beginning, step by step, how to make these.
So what we did was we designed a stencil on our Cricut machine, and then we cut the stencil out. We put it on the boards with transfer tape is what we used. So they're both here ready to go, ready to be painted.
But before we started painting, we made sure our edges were sealed nice and tight. We just used our fingers to press around the edges to make sure there's no bubbles. Our boards were kind of rough, so this is a really important step to make sure that the paint doesn't bleed through. Next, we used Podge, which you can find at any craft store.
And basically what Podge is going to do is it's going to seal the edges of all of the letters. And I'm going to go in all different directions so that we're sealing all of the edges. So I get a good amount on first, and then I go back over it. But you have to work quickly. You don't want to overwork it because it starts drying and then it gets goopy and then you can't really brush it on smoothly.
Then it was my turn to give it a try. After the Mod Podge dried, we were ready to paint.
So this is just chalk paint. This is also from Walmart in ink. So it's basic, it's black. And I use chalk paint because it works a lot better.
We added just a dollop of the black chalk paint to 2 teaspoons of water to help dilute it. This helps again to minimize paint bleeding. And now onto the board with white paint. What kind of white paint do you use?
Okay, so this is, it's Rust-Oleum's Ultra Cover Flat White paint, and it's kind of by the spray paint section. And it comes in a quart, and it's kind of like chalk paint. So it dries really flat, and it's more viscous than this very thick paint. So I don't dilute it with water. I just take the can like this and I just dip my brush in the top. So
again, with a really light layer.
You
want to do 2 thin coats. Wait until it's dry to do the next coat. Then for the moment of truth, once the paint dries, peel back the stencil. If there is some bleeding that occurs, Allison's tip is to use a box cutter to scrape off the dry paint. It just peels right off. Once that's done, now it's time to start rearranging your flowers. And then you suggested with the greenery, the leaves, to lay them down first and then put the flowers on top?
Yeah.
It's best to arrange your flowers before you start gluing to make sure you're really happy with the way it looks. We used a hot glue gun, so be careful not to get any glue on your finger. It's super painful if that happens, but you are going to want to hold down the flower for at least 10 seconds for it to dry. Thank you, Allison.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
Fun, Caitlin.
And happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out more of Allison's signs on her Facebook and Instagram at Rainy Daydreamers Sign Co. Thanks again for watching, and happy Mother's Day.